everybody, welcome back to Harris Family Adventures. I am back with another Valentin video. If you're new around here, my husband and I love to go to the Valentin. We go every year unless the world is ending, and this was our 5th time. So starting from 2019, taking, a year off in there. So I made a video previously about the big changes that we've noticed that everybody would have noticed if you'd been there before between June 2023 and March of 2024. This video is going to be kind of how we spent our time this time that was a little bit different, or just some things we did that were different. I did talk about in the first video about how the French restaurant and the Italian restaurant had some makeovers, a little bit in terms of their menu and then in terms of their decor. A restaurant that did not have a makeover was Ginger. Now this gets complicated. If you've been around, you know this, or if you've been there, you know this, probably. Inside Ginger, the Japanese restaurant, there are tables where you can sit and order a la carte, just like all the other restaurants that aren't buffets during breakfast and lunch. However, there's also a sushi bar, and if you are just interested in sushi, you can sit there and just eat sushi. That wasn't the change that we made. There is also the hibachi grills. There are 4 of them. That is the only thing that you need reservations for. We typically go there every time. The food is good, the entertainment is good. Is it my favorite thing? No, but it's fine. What happened this time is that we were going to go to the hibachi grill with the friends that we were with. Reservations had been filled up already. I talked about that in previous videos about how to get reservations. So we decided anyway to go to Ginger. One of our favorite waiters had been moved from Martini, from the buffet restaurant part of Martini, La Marche, over to Ginger. And so we knew that, so we decided to go over there. And I wasn't super looking forward to it. It was so good. It was so good. Menu up here, loved it. It was delicious. Justin and I both enjoyed it so much that actually even once our friends left, 2 nights later, we went back. Now I will say, yes, there was a wait. When there was 4 of us, the wait was about an hour. And then when it was just Justin and I, the wait was still about 45 minutes. Neither time did they give us a pager. We just went back an hour later or went back 45 minutes later, and they were ready to seat us. So both times we ended up eating about 9 o'clock, which feels a lot later, but again, if you watch the other video, you know that we like to spend time at the pool. They've moved all of the pool activities about an hour later. And so we did have this aha moment of like, okay, well, everything during the day has seemed to get pushed back. So instead of eating, we used to go eat at 6, which is when the restaurant's open, or 7. Why don't we just eat at 9? We'll eat at 9. That way, by the time we're done eating, the band is playing, getting ready for the DJ, and that's how we end up spending our nights every time. So yeah, it worked out great. I would say, if you get hungry, order some room service. It'll kind of tide you over. We both times went to get a drink while we wait. The first time we went to Don Miguel's, still love Don Miguel's. I don't think much has changed there. It's delightful, it's classy, it's wonderful, it's air conditioned. But here's another change that I think we will incorporate more often. When it was just Justin and I, we were waiting for Ginger. They said it was about 45 minutes. We went to the Martini Bar. Now people think Don Miguel's is the Martini Bar because they have martinis, but it's not. The Martini Bar, everyone walks through when you check in. So when you drop off your bags, you walk to the lobby, you go in the lobby, you get all that situated, then you go out and they have you sit there and wait for a bellman to drive you in the golf cart to your room. That is the Martini Bar. That little thing that you see there, that is the Martini Bar. So that night, Justin and I waited for Ginger at the Martini Bar, and it was so nice. Now, they don't have a pianist playing. It's not air conditioned, and it's a little bit removed from everything else. It's not far away, it's not a far walk, but it is a little bit out of the way. But it is a pretty hoppin' spot. There's lots of seating, it's outdoors, there's a breeze though. Great drinks, we had really good service. So I think that will be another spot. We've pretty much always stuck to the sports bar or Don Miguel's. We did try the sports bar one night, and the service, they were really struggling with service. It just kind of wasn't great. It's always a little bit noisy in there because there's pool tables and stuff like that, and that's fine. That's kind of the vibe. But I think the vibe of the Martini Bar may be more the vibe that we're headed to. We're getting older. Justin and I are in our 40s now. So I think we're gonna just eat later, eat at Ginger more often, and then if we have to hang out for a bit, go to the Martini Bar, which is by the lobby. So speaking of, I think two changes. One, we realized this time, again, our 5th trip, that you can make requests to the DJ. The DJ has been the same since 2019, since we started going. One of the friends we were with, he said he has tried to make a request before and that DJ said no, but I went up just to see if I could make a request and I gave him $2 and I said this song and I just pointed to it on my phone and he gave me his phone. He was on YouTube and he had me type it in, so I typed it in and gave it back to him, and it was maybe not the very next song played, but the 2 songs after that. So once we knew that, we were going up and requesting songs a ton. So I think at least try to make a request. If there is a song that's really your jam, try to make a request, because here's the thing, some people the song we requested, people didn't know it, but they were still out there dancing. So go out, dance, and make requests. I will say the last kind of change to how we spent our time was the Golden Pool. The first 2 years that we went, Justin and I actually got rooms along the Golden Pool, not swim up rooms. I don't want a swim up room up above. And they were great. I liked the counter space. It felt a little bit removed from the main pool though, and that's where we spent our time. We actually didn't go to the Golden Pool at all. So then 2 trips ago, last trip, I know Justin and I spent more time at the Golden Pool and we really enjoyed it. It is a lot calmer and that is more Justin's style. This time we spent way more time at the Golden Pool than anywhere else. I will also say this, and this is not a change to the Valentin, but this is a change in us. I don't know how to describe it. I'll put a map. Okay, so there's the Golden Pool, like a horseshoe. It is not a lazy river. There's no current. Please do not picture yourself sitting on a raft floating. No, that's not how it works, okay? Within there, there's the 3 buildings that go around it, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, 6, 7, and 8. That can be a long walk. 8 can be a long walk. And then in front of 6, and in front of 7, and in front of 8, there are smaller pools inset. So the Golden Pool kind of goes around it and then combines, and then around it combines. And we have hung out more and more at the Golden Pool in that little pool by Building 7. It was great. It was awesome. We loved it. This time, our friends were staying down at Building 8, so we actually were like, oh, okay, we'll just meet you by the Building 8 pool then. Thinking all the pools were the same. No. The Building 8 pool is the farthest to walk, but fantastic, because along the edges, there's like a seating ledge in the pool. And then along one of the sides, pretty much the whole side is kind of one of those, there's a word for it. I can't think what it's called. Anywhere, it's just like really shallow there. So you can just sit there, you're still in the water. I mean, it probably comes up to mid-chest for me. So you get the breeze, you get the water, but you're not like having to have a floaty, or you're not having to like stand there. It was awesome. So I would say really investigate all the pools, and not even just like, okay, Golden Pool, we like tried it out, like all of the pools within that Golden Pool area, because you might find one that you like better than the others. And in fact, today I was thinking we didn't really get sunburn on our faces that much. Our whole last day was basically in the shade, because we spent the morning at the beach and we spent the afternoon in the Golden Pool, and then they have a palm tree that provides a lot of shade coverage on that little ledge area. So those are the biggest changes to how we spent our time this 5th trip. Again, I have lots of videos, I playlist below. We used to spend pretty much our whole day at the main pool watching all the activities and that type of thing, and we still did some of that, but as you continue to go, I think you can explore other dining options, other pool options, just explore it all. It is a big resort. 5 times in, we're still finding things that we like. If you are interested in this type of content, go ahead and subscribe. We will be going back to Mexico in June, and y'all, when I say we flew through customs and immigration, we landed at 11:15. We were eating by 1 o'clock at the Valentin, checked in. So fingers crossed that is our experience in June. So we're going back to the Barcelona Palace in June, taking our kiddo this time. We're going to Florida in June also, so if you're interested in that. And then Justin and I have something in the works for the fall as well. So if you're interested in any of those things, go ahead and subscribe. Bye.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me